the VIX doesn't just do this because it feels like it. Rarely does the VIX do this without actually, moving higher, because what is the VIX? The VIX is a hedging mechanism for investors who fear a downward correction in the markets. And so they buy out of the money calls for protection. When they buy out of the money calls, the VIX surges. So all this really is investors that are hedging their portfolio for 2026. Look at it. It's all September, October, November, December. These are hedging positions prior to the beginning of the year, because they'll dump the stocks that are losers to take advantage of tax benefits. But the stocks that are up, they're not going to dump them. So if you're not going to dump Apple, you're not going to dump Nvidia because you don't want your clients to pay a big tax bill this coming year, you hold the stocks. But if you're holding the stocks, what happens when we get a 10 to 15% correction in the markets? That stock value goes down. How do you hedge and protect to a certain extent? Dun, 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 by buying VIX calls. So if they're buying it, for us, the reason why we look at this damn chart is because we want to see, our investors nervous? And those, not investors, sorry, fund managers, institution managers that are managing large blocks of stock, are they nervous? Because they have $2 to $10 million, that's $1,000 million a year, analysts that work for them that study all this shit. So I think I want to follow what the fund managers are doing. Everybody get this? I know I've gone through this before. It's just for the newbies, so you can understand why we're looking at the VIX. Okay? Won't spend too much time because there's plenty of videos on this. So we got a spike. We're sitting above 17, not enough. So if 17 pushes above 18, you can see this level here. If the VIX gets above 20 here, it's good night, Irene, because chances are, if that happens, and we're only $2.50 away. If it does start pushing above 18, 50 cents from now, and then another $2 up towards 20, Nvidia, which has already broken its daily 50, it's already right at the level that I said, right at 180. If it breaks 180, the next level of support is right here. That breaks and down goes Nvidia. Why Nvidia? It's very significant in the market. It's got, 7-8% of the S&P 500 is Nvidia. It's definitely worth watching. If I look at the cycle indicator, the cycle indicator has now peaked with this little move here. This move to the upside was just out of the money calls, bullshit analysis, and papers written about China accepting the chip and all of that. All that was horseshit. That was just so that Nvidia would pump and pay these out of the money call holders. That's what all that was. I proved it by showing you the out of the money call volume, the out of the money call volume last week, right at 190, 192. Bang, it popped right up for no reason. And if it was real buying, you wouldn't see the reversal bang to this, right? So you can see Nvidia is the weakest of the chips right now, in my opinion, and about to break its structure. Once it does that, down she goes for correction. Up goes VIX, down goes Nvidia. Also, the rest of tech will suffer greatly. Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon, Apple. Amazon is pretty key. If Amazon can hold on, if Apple and Amazon could hold on together, it might buoy the market to a certain extent. I would not play Apple long. No chance. I already made my money on Apple. So Apple popped. I made my money. I'm out of it. We'll look at Apple if you like, but you tell me on the chart what you like about it. So remember something, man in the mirror. We don't trade narratives.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.